What's up? What's up? What's up? It's T-Shawn the One, Wrestle Talk Media. I'm here today. Also, I'm bringing in one of the other Wrestle Talk Media members, one of the newest Wrestle Talk Media members, my guy Walker, that's gonna be joining me as well. But so I have been asked to give a review or a rant about my opinions about this past Saturday's AEW Full Gear, and I see the reason why a lot of times we don't rush out and do a review or a rant is because I want to see what everybody else is saying, and just think about it, if I would have went ahead and we would have done the review right off the bat, I would have missed out on a lot of different. I would have missed out on a lot of unique points of views that were had on this particular event. So I wanted to see what everybody else was saying first before we put out, because I know a lot of people, they rush to do a review or they rush to do a rant on anything, and they're not hearing what everybody else is saying, you know, or they're not getting the full width of what everybody else is saying. So recently I've been hearing a lot of different opinions and comment sections. I'm reading comments from everybody. There are people that don't like it. That's people that did not like AEW's show. A lot of people that didn't like it. Surprisingly. Me, I'm one of the people that I approved of it. I do. I did. I approved of the show. I think the show was a pass. Most definitely. I mean, I'm gonna break down with my guests. We're gonna break down exactly the things that made it what it was and why the show was good. Because there's a lot of people that literally are saying that. I heard somebody say it was the worst. I heard somebody say that I listen to I read people's comments on the things that they picking apart about the show. I heard somebody say they didn't like the dark match. Well, they didn't like the lights out match because they said they didn't like the lights out match because it had a referee there. Literally, I heard this. Somebody said that they didn't like the lights out match because it was a referee there and it made no sense that the referee was there. Now, I don't know if people are familiar with that term, lights out or unsanctioned. Have you seen other? It's kind of it's a more older term, as far as within the wrestling community. So some may not be aware of that, and I understand people that are not that old, not understanding what the lights out and unsanctioned. Like some people really thought that lights out meant that it was gonna be dark. Literally. Some of you may be one of the ones who was like, I thought lights out meant dark, like it was gonna be a dark match and nobody's there. Like, no, it's a saying. Like, lights out means this is not a part of our regular hours. We didn't, it's you just gotta go along with it. You do. You gotta drink some tequila on it, okay? You gotta drink some tequila. let me put the tequila. you gotta go along with it. I'm waiting on my partner Walker to get in here. Walker, when you get in here, send your request. So anybody that want to go live with me, anybody that want to put their 2 cents in on this past Saturday's AEW Full Gear, you're more than welcome to come in. You're more than welcome to talk what you want to talk, to say what you want to say, spew it out. Even if you are indifferent to what I am saying, you can say what you want to say. Now, one thing I do say with I was talking about Wrestle Talk Media, whether it's me running the show or whoever, hey, look, if you come with that BS, I'm going to come back with it. But let's get back to it. AEW Full Gear, okay, Junior says Full Gear was a letdown. Tell me how, Junior. How was Full Gear a letdown? I want to hear what your opinion on why you feel like it was a letdown. And if you want to, Junior, like I'm saying, if anybody want to come on and say what they want to say, you can request to go live, and I will allow you to go live with me. Wrestle Talk Media, we ain't never been runners. And if you have a different opinion, I respect your different opinion and your different outlook. So I have no problem with somebody not liking the show. I'm not a AEW mark or WWE mark or wrestling just a particular territory or a promotions mark. No, I mean I respect what you want to say. I want to be enlightened because you might hit me on to something. But yes, if you say it let you down, I want to know how. How did it let you down? How did it deter you? What made it not so good for you? Because in my opinion, the show was good. The show was damn good. I couldn't really find nothing wrong with the show. And my thing is, and I question those that say that they didn't like the show or it was a letdown, like Junior is saying. If it's a letdown, man, I feel sorry for you. The show literally, AEW's show literally gave you everything you can pretty much so far. Some of the main substance, some of the main key quality things that you need in the show to make it a good show. So, if this wasn't a good show to you, then you must have loved Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel must have made you feel like you was at Disney World or something like that. I'm not joking. I'm just saying you must have really loved Crown Jewel because this show gave you pretty much everything these wrestling shows supposed to have, especially those on that level. You had your amazing tag team match. You had your fast pace, your high flying match. You had your women's title, your women's good girl versus bad girl struggle. You had your pull your heart out, biting your nails championship match. Yes, the biting nails. You had that match. You had your decent traditional tag team match. You had your freaking hardcore paying homage ECW. This is sick, holy fuck type of match. You had that. They gave you literally a lot of shit that you asked for. And some of you are so bitchy and so you can't even appreciate what you got. And you still gonna find, you will still find something to complain about. Some people, the majority of you, and I know I'm gonna make some people click off. I know it's gonna happen. But some of you are so stuck up that the only reason why you don't want to be proud or happy with this show is because you are a WWE mark. You may bitch about WWE. Oh yeah, let me touch them nerves. You may bitch about the WWE, but deep down inside, you don't really want to see nobody else rivaling or better than the WWE. I know how that feels. I have literally, been in dislike with something that I loved, but then again, I don't want to see nobody better than them. It's like your bottom bitch. You don't like what she's doing, but you don't want to see nobody get better than them. See, some of y'all gotta wake up. You're too timid. You're too soft. Okay, Matthew. Y'all read Matthew's comment. But yeah, some of y'all are too soft, man. You're too damn soft. You don't want another promotion to look like they could be getting it. Like, oh. You don't want your hopes to get too high. Just take it easy, people. Take it easy. Because by right, honestly, we really ain't got very much to bitch about with Full Gear show. It was a good show. It was awesome. I can't lie. Whether I like him or I love him, I can't lie. Full Gear was good. I mean, Rio Shirai's match, the women's AEW women's title match. Okay, I'm not a big Rio Shirai fan. I will admit that, but as far as the match, I gotta give them their props. I gotta give it to him. I gotta give Rio Shirai them the props. Junior, and let me put him on blast for everybody. If you want to say that, you're welcome to come live. You're welcome to speak, talk. Come on. Request to go live. You can come on with me. You don't got, hey. You don't got keyboard warrior me. But And for y'all who didn't see what Junior just said, Junior said you sound like an AEW mark right now, though. Just because I'm keeping it real, 100. Is that right? Is that right? Because I'm keeping it honest with you, my opinions. And honestly, I think it's too early to be a AEW mark. It's a little too early. It's too early to be an AEW mark because nobody's fully sure about anything that's going on with AEW, you know. So, I mean, now, you can be a hopeful, you can be rooting for the underdog, you know, but being honest with you, AEW is not really an underdog right now. I mean, they came out on top. They came out with the top production, the mass media, mass market. So, if you want to root for an underdog, the underdog is really Impact. You know, those are underdogs, you know. But getting back to it, I was not a big fan of the women's match, but I gotta admit they had some good action in there. Two women that are familiar with each other, you know. Good match. Like I said, bravo. You know, all right. Like I said, I'm just not sold on. I know AEW loves Rio, but I'm just not sold on her yet. I'm just not. I get it. Some people they like the little small girls. They got the little small girl fantasies that goes over to the you know, anime cosplay type of thing that they, you know. I know how some of y'all guys think. I get it. But I'm just not big on her. I just don't believe her. But I gotta admit, her they had good chemistry. I gotta admit they do. I'm trying to bring you on in here, Freebird, Mr. Walker. Go ahead and send your request and I'll let you in. Matthew said no, keep that shit, bro. AEW, in my opinion, needs to work, but not the wrestling. The wrestling is sold in AEW. You said at the start of your live you ain't a AEW mark or W mark, but you're running the AE up. The Full Gear was a 5 out of 10. General. Okay, I'm not gonna read. Okay, if you want to, Junior, I'm not gonna read all your jibber jabber. You can bring your ass on the live, run your mouth. I don't know if you're a man or a woman. I can't see, but whatever you are, come on, you can talk because I'm not gonna read all that crap. You said, oh, how's Karma? Awesome Kong? How she's doing AEW? Now let me talk about this. Me and Walker just got done talking. I do not. Brandi Rhodes. Oh yeah, this is one of my complaints. Brandi Rhodes and Awesome Kong came out, and this is a big problem I got. Brandi Rhodes, stop it, Brandi Rhodes. As a fan, we really Brandi's trying to be. The role she's putting herself in is confusing. For one, Brandi Rhodes has this persona where she's supportive of her man. She loves her man. She sticks by her man, and that's a dream woman. Every man that I know wants a woman that's just down for him, supportive, and she's behind him. She's a strong, black, beautiful woman. Man, she's fine. But now she's playing a character that her character wants you to dislike her. She's supposed to be a bad person. She's supposed to be a heel. Which is not going over well. And she's playing a heel kind of in a manager role for Awesome Kong. Now, Awesome Kong, we've seen her work. Awesome Kong doesn't need a damn manager. Not at all. Now, maybe Brandi's trying to ride Awesome Kong's coattail to get some spotlight or to break her further her character in there. But it doesn't even, the team comparison doesn't even look good. I don't even like seeing Brandi with Karma. I mean, sorry. Now I'm saying Karma because the dude just said Karma. I'm sorry. I'm saying that. But Awesome Kong is, if you've seen her on Glow, that woman can talk. She's literally good on her own. So I say this. This is what I once said about Impact Wrestling. They need to just cut her loose. Let her be her. Let her say what she want to say. But Awesome Kong doesn't need Brandi Rhodes talking for her. She really doesn't need Brandi. Like, Brandi being there is just a bad. It's just bad. It looks bad. Like, Brandi's just a letdown. I love Brandi. See, and me personally, I want to cheer Brandi Rhodes because I'm like, ooh, Stacey girl. Ooh, I'd rather see Awesome Kong slam her. I'd rather see her feud with Awesome Kong or something, because Brandi Rhodes, she got some good ring. She's okay in the ring. She's doing the ring, but I don't know, man. I'm not really. I think that's a big mistake by AEW, doing the whole Brandi Rhodes is Awesome Kong's Paul Bearer or some shit like that, and I'm like, no, she's trying to be dark and sexy, but then again, she's wholesome and sexy when she's Cody's wife. It's like, what are you guys saying here? I'm not understanding it. It's mixed messages. So that's something that definitely, if I got to complain about AEW, please scrap that storyline quick. Brandi Rhodes, stop it, baby, stop it. Moving right forward, and I'm sorry, Awesome Kong. I remember she being in WWE as Kong. Yeah, I know, Danny. I do too. But just saying, no. She's not doing. Karma. Awesome Kong's always good, but this is my thing is that because the new gimmick that Awesome Kong is doing, like now she's going around, she's beating women and she's cutting off a piece of their hair or the weave or whatever like that, and she places it on her belt as like a marker, like a victim situation, like she's honoring her victims, like, oh yeah, I got a victim here, like she's cutting their hair and scalping her victims or whatever like this. So she's doing it. This is her new thing. But my thing is, Brandi Rhodes is playing the master mind or whatever. I'm like, I'm not buying it, and I don't think nobody else is really buying it. It's not really sitting over well with the audience. We're not ready to boo Brandi Rhodes. We're not ready to boo Awesome Kong. Like, I think Brandi needs to move away from Awesome Kong. Like, let Awesome do her thing. Let her be awesome. And Brandi, because Brandi, naturally, people want to cheer Brandi Rhodes. Because look at Cody. It's like Cody. Like, why would you go the opposite of Cody Rhodes right now? Why? Like, you're heavily associated with Cody Rhodes. You're his wife. And when she comes up there by his side, everybody's cheering, going crazy, batshit crazy. So why would you sit here and play it's just not a smart idea. So AEW, please cut that out. Moving right forward along, let's look at some more things, some more rants about AEW. I'm gonna skip to it. Pac and Hangman Page. Hangman Adam Page, good match. Now, I feel what JR was saying. Hangman Page doing all these goddamn flips and jumps. It just, if you listen to commentary, this really, really got to you. Because JR kept saying, he kept making hints towards it. He kept saying, I really wish he wouldn't do that. I really wish he wouldn't do this. I really wish he'd just stick to his ground and pound. It looks like JR was really expressing it in the commentary. Maybe that was no kayfabe. Maybe that was him just going off the script. But I was like, yo, JR, I agree with you. Hangman Page really needs to stick to the ground. He shouldn't be doing all these unnecessary flips and flops and shit. It just really didn't make it. It doesn't look like his style, but it's in his arsenal of things he does. So I think that somebody like JR, who's more old school, he should be more accepting of it. But I do understand where JR is coming from. But overall, Hangman Page and Puck, aka Neville, they put on a hell of a match. They went at it. They was ground and pound. They were aerial. They were everywhere, all around the ring. They literally put on a damn clinic together. No matter how many times you've seen them face each other, these guys did damn good. So I was pleased with their match. And Hangman Page comes out with the win. All right, it looks like things are going up for him. You know. Now let's move right along. Because I don't really got much else to say about that. You know, and that's Punk's first loss, if I'm not mistaken. That's his first loss. You know. Let me look at the comments. We're like, hold on. We got a fight in the comment section. The junior guy says, I guess it's the dude now. Junior says, I'm at work, man. NXT will eat AEW live. Full stop, bro. Have a good day. Okay, all right. Whatever he was saying. I mean, well, if you want further facts, this is 6 weeks in a row. AEW 6 weeks in a row. They have been top of the ratings. I guess you could say that's still a part of their honeymoon period. But I'm listening to what Junior's saying. Apparently, I guess we get it now. He's a WWE mark. I guess it's safe to say that. I wouldn't go put that on his head and say he's a WWE mark. But since he wanted to be star of the show tonight, we're gonna let him be star of the show. It's a perfect example of a WWE mark. Somebody who's very tender dick and timid around the edges. He's somebody that literally he gets soft and weak. So he might not be tuning in ever again. But this is my thing. I don't care for like it being a them versus them. I don't. He's talking about NXT eating AEW alive. I don't. And look, long as both these shows are fighting to entertain me, I win. But and then I guess he was trying to allude and say that I'm an AEW mark or something like that, or not. When I was saying that, when I was stating, no, I'm not. And a lot of people know that. I mean, but I gotta give it what it is. I mean, good is good. I mean, if the show's good, the show's good. I mean, and all of this is my entertainment. AEW, NWA, Impact Wrestling, WWE. All of them, you know, and all the brands that fall up under the WWE brand, banner. I'm sorry, banner. It's my entertainment. I win. I'm sorry, you win. I win. But if you're trying to make it like it's this person versus that person, I look at things differently. When WWE has great shows, whatever brand it be on, I give it. I praise it. I talk good about it. But if it's something that I don't like or whatever, I'm gonna be 100. But AEW Full Gear, I mean, Cody Rhodes versus Chris Jericho. Wow. Cody Rhodes. I mean, they built that feud. That's the best feud I've seen built this year, 2019. I mean, unless y'all can think of another feud that has been built that good. Cody Rhodes. I'm trying to let's think for a second, fellas. The best feud that has for 2019. The best feud. That's Cody Rhodes, Chris Jericho. Hands down, to me, right now. I can. I'm looking at WWE. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because this is recent, but it's like Cody Rhodes and Jericho's feud has been brewing from the beginning of the conception of AEW. Being honest with you, you know, unstoryline written, but it's like this was already written in the skies. So, if I gotta say the best built up storyline and feud, it clearly has to be Chris Jericho and Cody Rhodes. You know, yeah, better than Hangman Page and Chris Jericho. Hands down, I got to give it to Cody Rhodes and Chris Jericho. Across brands, better than John Morrison and Brian Cage, Impact Wrestling, because they had a pretty extensive feud. I can't really think of any other program that. Now, Nick Atlas, Mick James' husband, who's the current NWA champion. Him and Storm, their feud. I'm just kind of played out on their feud. So, but their feud has been going for longer than 2019. So, they're definitely kicked out of my for just best feud. I can't have them as best feud, but best feud or even putting Fiend and Seth Rollins, no. So to me, hands down, best feud of 2019. I gotta give it to Chris Jericho and Cody Rhodes. Best feud, bar none. The promo, the comedy, all of that, everything that's building up. Even the fact that they're involving their factions, the respectful factions. I gotta go with that. But I mean, nobody else just has a feud that's just getting to me right now. So the only feud that's really touched me, I look in on NXT, but the only thing that's really registering to me as far as feud wise is AEW's feud. That's Cody Rhodes and Chris Jericho. Bravo, outstanding job. I mean, look at the match. You know, the match as well, and we got a well-deserved heel turn. People saw it. A lot of people said they saw it coming, but you didn't see it coming. A lot of people wanted it because they always kept teasing this heel turn eventually, but MFJ, you didn't really know. But the way he turned was not predictable. The way he turned on him was not predictable. I mean, he literally threw a towel in. For those who watched the match, if you haven't watched the match, hey, spoiler. I guess it's too late to say spoiler alert. But MJF threw the towel in, which is very convincing because Cody went like the way the build up for the final moments in this match. I gotta give it to him. Yeah. Whether you a hater or not, you gotta admit that was a perfect build up. Like the moves that he put on Cody before he got him down and put him into the Lion Tamer or the Walls of Jericho. Because why they want to say, well, Walls of Jericho must be something that's coined and phrased by WWE or something. But when he put him in the maneuver, I was like, yo, because I've been in the ring, so some of y'all may not know how it feels, but some of the total damage that was been taken, it was enough to be like, okay, he need to give up. But the last back bending Lion Tamer he was giving him, I was like, damn, he got him in it again, and next thing you know, MJF grabbed the towel and he threw it in there, but it was convincing. He was like, Cody wasn't moving no more. He was out. He threw the towel in there, and I like the end of the match where, you know, Cody is like, I'm cool. It's all right, man. It's all right. I get it. I was out. I was messed up. You know, he was admitting that he was beat. MJF proceeded, kicked him, and he gave everybody that heel turn we've been waiting on. We've been biting and fighting tooth and nails for this heel turn, and finally MJF is finna blossom and grow with this heel turn. Y'all know me. Some of y'all know that. Some of y'all know me personally. Y'all know that I'm a big hater of MJF because I'm a big EC3 fan, and I'm so mad that WWE's not using EC3 to his full potential, and I feel like MJF is literally ripping off EC3's TNA gimmick, and it's just so annoying. I'm like, yo. So I'm a big MJF hater. Yes, I am. Yes. And the only reason why I'm an MJF hater is because, like I said, I hate seeing somebody I hate seeing somebody, you know, somebody's gimmick being taken away or opportunity that they had that they could have been using, and it's not being used now. Like everybody, for those that follow EC3 and TNA, y'all know that dude had an awesome freaking gimmick, you know, and now he's not being utilized properly. Oh well, it happens. So that's my thing. Walker, did you ever want to come in, Walker? Because I never seen you. Yeah, I haven't seen you send a request or anything. see what's going on with my guy Walker. But yeah, but MJF, I wish nothing but success to him because it looks like he's about to. I mean, just I'm not gonna hate him that much. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, MJF, he's damn good at what he does. You know, even if I feel like he's biting off his style, his gimmick is biting off EC3, which it is. But hey, he's killing it. He's killing it right now. And I gotta be honest, you know, him aligning himself with Chris Jericho or a Full Circle is gonna be even better. So I gotta be 100, y'all. I'm a big supporter of this what we have right now with MJF. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to MJF and Cody Rhodes feud. Yes, Cody is off the title, and now he's looking at MJF. This is gonna be perfect. Hopefully now we get our eyes on John Moxley versus Chris Jericho. That could be good. Moxley trying to go up against the. Anyways, I'm gonna start writing storylines now. But speaking of Moxley, let's get to it. Let's talk. I know I just skipped over. Young Bucks versus P. What's the same time I'm saying? Is it Pride and Power? That's it. PNP. Pride and Power. What can I say besides, man, that was, they took you there. I almost got sick. All them goddamn flips and turns and high risk maneuvers, man. Yeah. Now, that's what I'm gonna say about this match. I gotta skip to Rick and Morty. I gotta go to the Rock and Roll Express. Oh my gosh, the Canadian Destroyer on the outside. I thought he was gonna die. I thought he was gonna kill himself. But just to see the Rock and Roll Express get involved and just have some fun out there, that was dope. And this was after the match, you know. For those who don't know, Pride and Power won the match. They defeated Matt and Nick, and I mean, this was a match that, like I said, just kept you on your toes. They was everywhere. It was just a continuance of action everywhere, and oh man, you just had that feeling that, you know. This is something I want to talk about, you know, off the rails of it a little bit. Something I noticed from AEW. And they're taking a big risk with this. AEW is allowing a lot of people that you would usually see lose the match, win the match. I noticed that they're going against the grain because Kenny Omega is not being pushed over and over. Like, they're holding back. Cody Rhodes is not win. Like, they're holding themselves back. The Young Bucks are literally they're the most losingest. One of the top losingest teams, really, in my opinion. Like, they're losing continuously, you know. But they're doing it to uplift and put over other teams and other wrestlers continuously, or to keep establishing guys, such as keeping John Moxley up there, keeping Chris Jericho up there, you know, as they should market wise. But I'm noticing that they continuously put over other talent. Kenny Omega was one of the biggest un-WWE, un-Impact Wrestling stars, you know, and that's like, whew, that's a pretty big deal. You know, he's a big star without some of the other master promotions, with the exception of the New Japan Pro Wrestling, but that's an outside base. But a lot of people complain about Kenny Omega not winning or losing a lot. A lot of people complain about that. I've been seeing a lot of people are very irritated about it. But we're just looking at what they're doing with them and why they're doing what they're doing it. But I have noticed that But yeah, um, the Young Bucks lost. Pride and Power won. Now, to me, I'm looking forward to because some after this happened, Chris Jericho said that he wants a match. Him and uh, uh, Sammy want to have a tag team match against uh, SCU. Now, when Chris Jericho was making this claim or this statement, when he was saying this, I was under the influence. I thought that Chris Jericho was saying, you know, Inner Circle is about to take all the gold, but he's saying that he's gonna take the gold. Like he's gonna put his head in the race and go for become double la champ or dos la champion, or whatever. And I was like, hold up. And when I saw Tony Khan approve and say, hey, he approved of the match, I'm like, hold up. Pride and Power is a tag team inside the Inner Circle. So, I mean, if Pride and Power is an established tag team, they just beat the Young Bucks. So are we saying that they can challenge Chris Jericho and Sammy? So hypothetically, so if Chris Jericho and Sammy win, Pride and Power, their main goal is to win the tag team title. So apparently they will be feuding with. I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking out loud, guys. They got me thinking there. That was just something I just want to throw out there. Like, so what does that mean? Really, what does that mean? But let's move right along forward. Back to Cody Rhodes, Chris Jericho. Awesome fucking match. That match literally gave you everything that you wanted. They gave you blood. They gave you pain, sweat, tears. You was biting your nails, wondering what was about to happen next. Cody Rhodes, outside dive, looked like he almost killed himself. Gosh, just they gave you everything that you wanted in a championship match. So bravo to them. And now this leads us still to thinking, you know, they're technically Cody Rhodes. Well, it still could be Cody Rhodes. I mean, there's the arguing point to there. He lost, but with an actress. It's like, did he lose, or did his partner throw it into? So there's a gray area there that can be argued, you know. And then see this is the gray area. Hold up. The gray area is this here. Now we wonder, did MJF's character, did he wait for the opportune time to present itself to throw in the towel? Was that what was going on? Was that the mind games that was going on? Is that what he did? Was he given the opportunity? Was he going to throw in the towel anyway? Was that what that character was going to do anyway? Was that the thing? So if that's to say, then that means that Cody Rhodes chose the wrong corner man, because this guy had the intentions of screwing him from the jump. So is that still Cody Rhodes' fault? Maybe. But yeah, it creates a gray area, because it's like, well, Cody probably would have never given up or lost if this guy would have never had the intentions of just throwing the towel in anyway. So that's a big question. Or I'm just saying, I'm just talking, y'all. I'm just throwing some stuff out there that can make you just So Cody can technically, he should be able to still go for the title, because This guy screwed him. He screwed him from the jump. So, moving right along, Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. I've heard complaints, people saying that it was too gruesome, it was too gory, it was just all this other stuff. I've heard complaints. I heard some people say it was too long. I'm gonna shorten it like this: if you had a problem with the Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley match, something's wrong with you. I mean, now, unless you're not a hardcore fan or a deathmatch fan, if you're just somebody who don't like those type of matches, I understand you. Okay. But if you're somebody that has embraced hardcore matches, you know, some that you've seen in WWF, some that you've seen in ECW and others, this was a well done hardcore match. I mean, and AEW is not shy of that. You know, I run a promotion. One of our main brands that we have is a deathmatch division. You know, this was, I gotta give my thumbs up on this one. They did good. You know, this unsanctioned match, this dark match, if you will. I'm sorry, lights out match, if you will. Okay, I was pleased. I was entertained. You know, the glass, the broken glass. Now, allegedly, this was now how they planned it up, how they played on commentary. But this was the broken glass from that table. If you saw the vignette of them in the back area when he slammed Kenny Omega on the table, this was supposed to be like Kenny Omega broke the glass and like that whole thing. That was dope. That was dope. That was good. I liked that. That was just it was just one of those Easter eggs. This is one of those nice little hints, sprinkles on there. Going forward, the mouse. The mouse traps. And when he placed the screwdriver in the turnbuckle and went back to go like that, it's so many different things that just had me like, yo, it's a lot of little nice little touches. I like how they threw it. Well, Kenny Omega begged his boys to bring the barbed wire trap, web trap, the barber web trap, or like that, and they brought it and it got reversed and he fell, but both of them really fell in there, and I was like, hold up, ain't no way in hell they finna get out of there by themselves, because I've been in death matches and I've been in like some similar to that, like but it was just barbed wire. Anyways, some people might not understand, but yeah, I was like, ain't no way in hell they finna be able to pull themselves out of it, because when you pulling yourself about, y'all, if you ever been in this type of situation, the barbed wire literally holds on to you, so you gonna literally have to like literally get up off of it, because your skin or flesh can get ripped. That's a real thing. But just from being in those type of matches before and me having that experience, I'm thinking from a different. I was like, yo, that's all I kept asking, how in the hell they gonna get up out of this thing? Because I know how it feels to get trapped for something like that, and you gonna need help out of there. But as you saw the assistants and then some people in the group, they came, and that was non-kayfabe. That was real. They was gonna have to help them out of there, because them trying to pull themselves up out of it, they would have been really, really, really hurt. You know, they would have really. Yeah, it would have been worse. So, or you would have to literally, because you gotta look at it, when you're trying to get up out of the barbed wire like that, you have to clench on to something, grab to something, and you know what would have happened if they would have grabbed, punctured through the hand and all that type of stuff. So that was interesting, very interesting. But needless to say, that was a very interesting match. Of course, Jon Moxley won the match, convincing fashion, enjoyable match. I mean, the only thing I can think of is, you know, you had a bunch of flops on commentary, you know, flopping of different words, of tongue-tied all the time. I mean, other than that, like I said, this was a good pay-per-view. You literally got everything that you need from a pay-per-view. Literally. I mean, Some people now I understand. Some people may not like it. Some people are just difficult. But a lot of times, I think I touched on it properly when I said what I said about some people and they're choosing. A lot of people are going to be difficult on it because of the fact that you just really don't want AEW to be good. You don't. You don't. You just really want to be against them. Just how y'all be. But I thought my partner Walker was going to be coming up on here with me. He ain't sent the request or anything, so, and he ain't said nothing in the conversation about it, so I'm going to keep this short and simple. I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll do it again.